Alright, that's a little better. Alright, so I am currently in the Argala system. I'm here to test the Gatling gun, or the Gatling Emitter, which is a new experimental weapon that came with the Vinci class. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm not firing any weapons, I'm only going to fire the Gatling Emitter, just so you guys can see what happens. So it's got a 3-second spin up time, so I activate it. It's got a charging animation to it, and then it fires. And it will consistently fire very loudly. I probably need to turn the audio back down. But it'll follow, or it'll continue firing until that target is destroyed, out of range, or my weapons are disabled. One of those 3 options. So again, 3 seconds, and then it just fires over and over and over again. And again, this is just me firing, like triggering the ability and letting it go. I'm not firing any other weapons. Now this is a Mark 15, Mark XV, if you want to call it that. It is only epic quality. You can see my loadout here. It is only Mark XV, Mark 15. But you see that it does about 668.4.
You have entered an area controlled by the... You are now... Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of
So it does about 668.4 kinetic damage times 4 per second, which means that 668 times 4, whatever that is. I don't know that off the top of my head. Yeah, does that times 4 per second until that foe is no longer valid, at which point it will either fire again or switch targets. It does take a while, but you'll notice that this is firing consistently. As long as I keep it in range, it'll fire. So it's not like a lot of weapons that, you know, they'll fire for 5 seconds, take a while to recharge. This will just keep shooting. Of course, it's not the most damage, especially when they still have shields, so you will want to use other weapons to bring those shields down. I think we waited long enough for that. So as you can see, firing everything obviously does it a little bit faster, especially with the shields. Yeah, it's a nice little weapon there. Now, supposedly, according to Borticus, I believe it was, this weapon is currently bugged because if you fire this in conjunction with other weapons, it will lock out all of your abilities. So if I trigger this, I can't select any other abilities until it actually starts firing. So keep that in mind. So they are working on a way to fix that, but at the moment, it is currently bugged. So if you're planning to do an alpha strike, maybe don't start this weapon up immediately. Have it manually activated like I'm doing right now, just for testing purposes. But it may be a good idea to do that just normally, at least until they fix it. As you can see here, the new explosion animation. It's got a couple issues with the animation, a little bit of like one frame of blackness, but I'm sure they'll work on that. But the new animation does look pretty good. Took me a while to get used to it, especially with the little extra ring that comes out. But it does look better than the older one. Alright, as for the rest of the ship, turn the audio a little bit. Alright, as for the rest of the ship, the Da Vinci class, I am currently using the Fleet version, the Fleet Saber Miracle Worker Escort, which is basically the upgraded version of the Da Vinci Miracle Worker Tier 6. It does have 4 tactical, 4 engineering, 3 science, and 2 universals, with a 4-3 weapons loadout and of course an experimental weapons slot. The fleet version does not come with any traits, but the standard version does come with a energy overdrive trait, which increases flight speed by 100%, turn rate by 100%, and increases all damage with energy weapons from between 10 to 50% every time that you activate your beam firing modes. So beam overload, beam fire at will, or exceed rated limits, I believe are the ones that it'll actually do. Alright. And of course you've got ship mastery, plus 5 accuracy rating, plus 5 defense rating, plus 10% kinetic and energy damage, and then the last one is plus 2.5 critical chance. I believe that is the same for both. The only real difference between the fleet and the standard is the little bit extra hull and shields, I believe, whatever the normal thing. And then it does give an extra engineering console slot as well, but I believe the bridge officer layout is the same. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and finish off these Kazon cruisers. One thing I did forget to mention is the Troyas protocol. It is a console that comes with the Da Vinci class, and this protocol basically it has about 16-second runtime. For the first 8 seconds, it will increase your energy damage by 30%, increase your haste with energy weapons by 125%, and it does make you unkillable, which means that you cannot die while this is active. After 8 seconds, it'll switch to the secondary mode, which will disable your weapons, stealth you, and restores 3% of your maximum hull and shields each for each second for the entire 8-second period. So basically, while that ability is active, you can't die, and you will fire faster and do 30% more energy damage. And then once that first 8 seconds is up, then you'll cloak or stealth and then heal up whatever damage you took. It's only 3%, so about 24% total over 8 seconds. But that's better than dying, I guess. One small glitch on the Saber, current Saber model, the beta version of it, you can see the Klingon Empire emblems on my ship. I'm sure that that's actually a bug right now. they'll probably fix that. It should be the fleet emblem, but for some reason it's the Klingon Empire logo. So we'll see if they fix that or not. But nice little fun thing to have on there, I guess. This ship does also have the Miracle Worker trait. It is a Miracle Worker ship, so it has the Miracle Worker mechanic, where it will do several different abilities. I don't know all of the abilities off the top of my head, but it has several that it will do randomly. You have to do 3 Bridge Officer triggers to actually activate that ability, and then it will go through a cooldown period. For example, if I activate 3 engineering abilities right now, it'll activate whatever that was, and then it'll reboot, and then have another one available to you. You can go on the STO wiki for a full list of all of those abilities. That page has already been done. I don't think anybody's done the Gatling cannon page yet, but I'm sure they're working on that. We're down here to the very end of this. Just gotta take out Mage Kula. Whoever that guy is. I'm not really taking enough damage to warrant using the Troyas protocol, but I did want to show it to you guys so you can see what it is. So when it activates, it has these hot pink effects on the ship itself. I'll zoom in here, you can see that. Then it does cloak. It actually is a semi-transparent cloaking effect. So, of course, the Gatling Emitter is still firing throughout the entire thing, so that's fine. What's this one? Containment layering. Oh, temporary hit points. Alright. And you may notice that the Gatling Emitter is continuing to fire at Mage Kula's ship because he is technically still a hostile target. That may be a small bug because I can't really attack him anymore, but the emitter is still firing at him, and I can't turn it off. So keep that in mind. It is a slight bug. Alright, get our little bit of a reward there, and then I guess I'll have to move out of range to get this to stop. And then, good, it does stop once you get out of range. Alright, well that's it. That's all I'm going to talk about here. The new ship, the Vinci class, and the abilities and the weapon.
Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to this.
Alright, and again, this weapon does come in a, what is it, the Infinity. It'll automatically level up with you if you get this before your Vice Admiral or Fleet Admiral level. So it will level up with you. This is the fully upgraded Mark 5, or Mark 15 rather. So I don't have the leveled version with me to show it to you, but the damage is lower. Everything else is the same, it's just the damage increases. So, All right, that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. And again, I am Quatella.